Welcome to this tutorial on creating 3D buttons. It's a very simple tutorial just showing you how to add specular highlights to shapes so that they look like they have a domed resin effect, so they look 3D. This is not obviously authentic 3D, but it does the job. If you push the limits to what you're going to learn now, you can start creating designs like this. Very simply. It's very easy to learn, so I hope you enjoy. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to delete everything I don't need. So I'm just going to click and drag over these buttons since we are going to only be making the enter button. I'm going to click and drag over the exit, and there we go. So I'm just going to position this enter button at the top of my page. What we need to do now is create the main shape of the button, and I'm going to use the rectangle tool to do this. So I'm just going to select it there and draw a rectangle roughly the size of the button I want to create. The next thing I have to do is to color it in. So I'm going to color it in with that pink that I like, and next I need to remove the outline. The easiest way to do this as a beginner is to look at your property bar, and right at the end you'll have the outline width drop down menu, and you can just say none, and it will remove that outline. Now obviously the shape is incorrect, but we're going to use another nifty trick that CorelDraw has up its sleeve to round those corners. So this will work only for the rectangle tool, but we'll use the shape tool here, and you'll see that these nodes become available. I'm just going to click and drag this left hand node into the middle of the shape, and you'll see automatically the corners become rounded. Now before we proceed, I just want to convert this shape to curves. Now the shortcut is Control Q, or you can right click on the shape and just say convert to curves. Alright, what I want to do now is I want to add in a linear gradient fill. You'll see in this button it goes from like a purple to a pink. I want to do that same thing just to help emphasize the 3D effect of the button. I'm going to do that by using my interactive fill tool located at the bottom of the toolbar. I'm just going to click that with my object selected, go up to the property bar here and change it from uniform to linear. You'll notice it's given me this lovely linear fill, and here are the colors that are available for that. I'm just going to choose in this side the purple, and I'm going to choose from this side the pink. Now you'll notice it has filled our shape with those particular colors, but they're going the wrong way. They're going from left to right instead of from bottom to top. So all I have to do is click and drag on these swatches and position them where I need them. Simple as that. And there we have it. Back to our pick tool now. And now we're going to create the highlights. Also, very easy to do this. We're actually going to use our original shape to create these two highlights. So I actually want two copies of my original shape. So I'm going to click copy up here, and I'm going to paste, and then paste again to get my second copy. I'm then going to fill it with white by clicking on the white swatch over here, and I'm going to click and drag from the bottom up to give me that thin highlight at the top. I'm going to click on my first copy, also fill it with white, and drag from the bottom down to give me the highlight at the bottom. Now so from here I'm going to actually press up on my arrow key, and I'm going to select the top highlight and press down on my arrow key just to give it the separation from the shape behind. I'm going to hold down shift at this point so that I can select both shapes at once. I have the first shape selected, and hold down shift, click on my second shape, and now they will both be selected. Whilst holding shift, I'm actually going to drag in from the middle here, and that will drag in each side evenly from left to right, right to left. I'm just going to deselect, and there we go. So it's starting to look like the button at the top. Now in order to get the white to blend nicely into the pink background as shown over here, we need to add a transparency fill. It's very easy to do this, and you'll find your transparency tool fifth from the bottom in the toolbox. If it isn't there and you are seeing the blend tool, just click and hold down, and a flyout will come out showing all your interactive effect tools. Transparency will be at the bottom. So we're just going to grab that tool, select our top highlight, and drag from the top down. And in doing that, it creates a blend from opaque to transparent. We're going to select the bottom shape now and drag from the bottom up. And that has given us that lovely specular highlight effect that we are looking for in this design. So you can see that it just pops off the page now. And last but not least, we're going to add in the enter wording. So I'm going to select my text tool, just click once for artistic text. Holding down shift, I'm going to say ENTR for enter. Grab my pick tool here, drag the corner out and position my text in the middle of the button. I'm then also going to just change the font to something a little bit more exciting. I happen to use Army font for this. I'm just going to type in Army. There we go. And I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger overall. Now you'll see that it doesn't quite blend in as well as the blend at the top here. And that's just because it doesn't have transparency on it. So we're going to grab the text, grab our transparency tool once again, and drag from the top down. Just going to drag a little bit further, and it's given me that wonderful effect of being inside the bubble. That's it from me. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Very easy to create 3D bubble effects for your buttons.